Hello guys, so this is part 2 of the video, and I just got it all set up. So what I would do for the Empire, the round battle of Hoth. If you haven't seen the first video, watch that and you'll understand this video. But let's get into it. So there will only be 3 Star Destroyers as the main battle fleet for ship-to-ship combat style. But the middle one would be an Imperial 2 class, and then these ones would be an Imperial 1. This is around Battle of Hoth. I get probably all Imperial 2s, but we're going to do that on this to make the fleet a little different. Each Star Destroyer, so Star Destroyer ISD-1 will have 3 TIE Fighters for both of them. And then the Imperial 2 will actually have a TIE Defender Squadron. This is hunting down rebels, ships and everything. For the Interdictor, it would have a Victory 1 or 2, it doesn't really matter. The Interdictor will actually hold 2 Interceptors for what it's intended. The Victory will also have an Interceptor and 3 TIE Squadrons. If the Victory can't hold that much, it would just be 1 TIE Fighter Squadron added off, or 2. So the Interceptor will stay on there indefinitely. My 2 secondary fleets will be the same. The Dorito with 3 bomber squadrons and an interceptor with light cruisers and TIE fighters. 3 of those. And then this is a secondary fleet. This is like your scouting, or it's a small rebel force. Say like it's 3 CR-90s. This is the force it would be. If it's anything big, like a capital ship, it would be those 3. Or those. Because the Victory can easily take it. Sometimes. But they're all the same. There's no command classes. They're just regular light cruiser Imperial class. And then for our scouts, there'll be a Raider with Interceptor, a couple squadrons here and there, just if they need it, if they're attacked. I would not strip the weapons off this. I get there would be Imperials that would be fighting for pride and whatever else instead of for the Empire, so you're going to have that no matter what. You might find someone that is actually good, but probably not. These would be the scouts right here, mostly. So these ones would be going to jump to system. I'm not sure what these are called, but they're like small gunboats, kind of. And probably can hold up to like 12 or 8 men. So pretty small, pretty easy to control and everything. They're a little slow, but for just scouting, they should be good. So these guys would report to this one for information. Say if they did see some rebel activity, they would report it to the Raider. The Raider would report it to the fleet here, or there, bypass them and go to there if they think it's a big threat or not. And then the big three Star Destroyers, or whoever in command, would actually go and see these guys here, see if they actually need the Interdictor to stop the rebel forces. Now you're saying this is probably too big of a fleet to track down the rebels, and a lot of resources would be needed, especially for fighters. But the only difference is what I would do is so like the 3 TIE fighters here, I would take them out if I couldn't have that many TIE fighters and only have 1 bomber, and then an interceptor and a TIE fighter, whatever it would be. But I think this is a good amount of squadrons. And interceptors, there might be a little too much, since I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 squadrons, so that's quite a bit. That might be a little too much, actually. But the only thing that I got greedy with, which isn't really greedy, everybody wants, it's TIE defenders. And the only thing I did was the Doritos, obviously. Those weren't much. They're pretty good ships if they stay in the back and do as intended, like a carrier. The interdictor, obviously we would have that appointed to us because the Emperor wants, and Vader wants us to capture these rebels so they can make examples of them. Obviously Tarkin would like that too, but he's not. He's dead, so he can't really. He got with the first Death Star. Of course, this is the Battle of Hoth area, so this is almost the height of the Empire. And then I will be making another video on the second Death Star area. And then it'll just be Imperial 2 class Star Destroyers. I also thought about making a Imperial Remnant, or kind of like how Moff Gideon, how he was in Mandalorian. He only had a couple ships and that was it, like 1 light cruiser and whatever else. I know that canon is weaker than Legends. Legend is like when you had Imperial officers still fighting the New Republic. It was more so on the... Sorry, the music was a little loud. The New Republic was getting bigger ships and everything else. So, but the Empire, there was still quite 25,000 Star Destroyers. That's a lot, especially if you kind of lose power. So Palpatine dies and Vader dies, then yeah, you would have problems with keeping a Star Destroyer every 60 planets or something like that, or a couple here and there, and have fleets. So obviously there will be infighting, etc. But from Legends, though, you had a Super Star Destroyer or a Dreadnought style or 10, 12 Imperial Star Destroyers. Canon with Moff Gideon, they don't have Star Destroyers. They have light cruisers, possibly, I would say possibly a Dorito, but it would be insanely hard to maintain. Same with an interdictor and a Victory. Anything bigger than a Dorito would be like insane to even keep up with the maintenance and resupply. And you would also have a skeleton crew. So I will do a video on that as well. I do have some ships. But that's it for this video. A little shorter than 10 minutes, but like, subscribe, and comment. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. Thanks for watching.